Hello everyone, my name is Shivlok Dubey. Hope you are doing well. Today I am going to cover the topic pour point, freezing point and cloud point. So first let's discuss pour point. The pour point of a liquid is the temperature below which the liquid loses its flow characteristics. It is defined as the minimum temperature in which the oil has the ability to pour down from a beaker. In crude oil, high pour point is generally associated with a with a high paraffin content, typically found in crude deriving from a larger proportion of plant material. The type of that type of crude oil is mainly derived from kerosene. So the next one is measuring of pour point. So the first method to measure pour point is manual method. So this is a standard test method for pour point of crude oils. The specimen is cooled inside a cooling bath to allow the formation of paraffin wax crystals at about 9 degrees centigrade above the expected pour point, and for every subsequent 3 degrees centigrade the test jar is removed and tilted to check for surface movements. When the specimen does not flow when tilted, the jar is held horizontally for 5 seconds. If it does not flow, the 3 degrees centigrade is added to the corresponding temperature and the result is the pour point temperature. The second method is automatic method. It uses automatic apparatus and yields pour point results in a format similar to manual method. When reporting to a 3 degrees centigrade, the test sample is heated and then cooled by a Peltier device at a rate of 1.5 plus minus 0.1 degrees centigrade per minute at either 1 degree centigrade or 3 degrees centigrade intervals. A pressurized pulse of compressed gas is imparted onto the surface of a sample. The multiple optical detectors continuously monitor the sample movement. The, the lowest temperature at which movement is detected on the sample surface is determined to be the pour point. So let's discuss about the significance of pour points. Pour point indicates a liquid lower temperature properties. If the surrounding temperature is less than the pour point, it cannot be transferred through pipeline. Pour point is more significant for lubricating oils. Pour points provides the lowest temperature for that fluid at which it can transfer by pouring. The high value of pour point means it can become semi-solid at that temperature, which may cause jamming of machines during operations. For lubricating oils, the pour point determines the liquid suitability to be used as a lubricant at sub-zero temperatures. Also, the pour point indicates the dissolved wax concentration in the oil. Pour point is used to allow process dimensioning and pumping calculations and in preventive actions and process improvement. And the next one is freezing point. Liquids have a characteristic temperature at which they turn into solids, known as their freezing point. In theory, the melting point of a solid should be same as the freezing point of the liquid. In practice, a small difference between these quantities can be observed. So, the factors affecting freezing point of a liquids are: if the intermolecular forces between its molecules are strong, then their freezing point is high. If the forces are weak, the freezing point is relatively low. The freezing point of a liquid or melting point of a solid occurs at it at the temperature in which the solid and liquid phases are in equilibrium. The next is cloud point. Cloud point is the temperature at which wax or paraffin begins to separate when oil is chilled to a low temperature, and it serves as an important indicator of practical performance in automotive applications in low temperature. Or we can say that when oil cools slowly, the temperature at which it appears hazy or cloudy is known as cloud point. In petroleum industry, cloud point refers to the temperature below which wax and diesels or biowax in biodiesels forms a cloud. The presence of solidified waxes thickens the oil and clogs fuel filters and injectors in engines. The wax also accumulates on cold surfaces, producing, for example, pipeline or heat exchanger fouling and forms an emulsion of solution with water. Therefore, cloud point indicates the tendency of the oil to plug filters or small orifices at cold operating temperatures. Significance of cloud point. Mm, Cloud point is more significant for fuel oils than lubricating oils. Cloud point is an important quality specification for diesel fuels. This is an indicator of tendency of a fuel for wax crystals when cold. This crystal can clog the atomizer that injects fuel into the combustion chamber of a diesel engine. Now let's talk about the measuring of cloud point. So the first method to measure cloud point is manual method. In this method, the test oil is required to be transparent and layers of 40 mm in thickness. The wax crystal typically first forms at the lower circumferential wall with the appearance of whitish or cloudy or milky cloud. The cloud point is the temperature just above where these crystals first appears. The test sample is first poured into a test jar to a level approximately half a full. A cork carrying the test thermometer is used to close the jar. The thermometer bulb is positioned to rest at the bottom of the jar. The entire test subjected is then placed in a constant temperature cooling bath or on top of a gasket to prevent excessive cooling. At every 1 degree centigrade, the sample is taken out and inspected for cloud, then quickly replaced. Successively, lower temperature cooling baths may be used depending on the cloud point. Lower temperature cooling bath must have temperature stability not less than 1.5 Kelvin for this test. And the second method is automatic method. In this method, the test sample is cooled by Peltier device at a constant rate of 1.5 plus minus 0.1 degree centigrade per minute. During this period, sample is continuously illuminated by a light source. An array of optical detectors continuously monitor the sample for the first appearance of cloud of wax crystals. The temperature which the first appearance of wax crystals is detected in the sample is determined is to be the cloud point of that sample. Thank you.